Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Captain Nostalgia. I want to do something really passionate to myself. Ooh, that sounds bad. I'm like fucking myself. I want to fuck myself. Love the dick. I want to do something really close to my heart and my genitals. I want to talk about Ghostbusters. Just fucking Ghostbusters. Now, there is a lot to talk about, but I want to start in the beginning. Let's go all the way back to 1984 at the reveal of Ghostbusters with Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Hale Ramis, and Ernie Hudson. Before I fucking start, what the fuck do you guys got against Ernie Hudson? Not talking to you, I'm talking to like fucking Sony, the people who own this shit. Why can't I not have Ernie Hudson's name on this shit? He's a Ghostbuster. I believe he's a Ghostbuster. Even Ghostbusters 3 Hellbent, the script that they're working on, he was acknowledged as a Ghostbuster with a degree in fucking science. Sigourney Weaver, and that guy, he's cool from Spaceballs. I love him. Little want to suck on his ears. But I guess really interesting about the original Ghostbusters was Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd was very tied into the paranormal.
I've seen lights that shouldn't have been there in an old house, and I have had a vivid premonitive dream experience when my grandfather died.
Really big into UFOs.
Belief in this kind of thing, unless a flying saucer lands at Dodger Stadium during a game, you know. Then maybe people will start to say, hey, where there's more.
I like it.
Do you believe in UFOs, astral projections, mental telepathy, ESP, clairvoyance, spirit photography, telekinetic movement?
I think it's cool.
Ghosts and American humor are linked forever by groups like the Bowery Boys, Abbott and Costello, Bob Hope. So we're just doing the modern version of the old-time ghost movies.
Really strangely enough, Dan Aykroyd and Hale Ramis both wrote the script. Hale Ramis, he did not believe in any of that stuff.
And I have never been a believer. And what I liked about his original premise was that his characters were skeptics. There was no attempt to explain anything in a spiritual sense. All the explanations were technical.
Which is really kind of interesting because with Ghostbusters, all that shit.
You better bring him inside.
You know, you are a real humanitarian.
I don't think he's human.
But he liked the character, so working with Dan Aykroyd had a anal retentive nature to do little fine techno-babble of details.
Set your entry grid, neutralize your field, and the light is green, crap is clean.
Hale Ramis countered that with actual, realistic dialogue that we care about.
I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
About this is the humor, because as a kid, I didn't actually think this was a comedy. As a kid, I didn't think it was fucking comedy, I think it was horror. Like, it scared the shit out of me. Did you know Slimer? Slimer has a fucking ass. The original concept, he has a fucking big whompin' stompin' ass. Fuck that ass. Even with the Ecto-1, Dan Aykroyd would talk about all these weird little parts that actually inside the Ecto-1. His attention to detail was astonishing. Like, apparently all that shit on the top did stuff.
The radio, GPS locator, there's, high intensity microphones, EMF scrubbers.
I don't know, I thought it was just like, random science. No, it actually did things. And it was supposed to be black and purple. They're gonna put neon lights in the bottom, but I'm really glad that they stuck with the original design with the classic white and red. Made things look like a spaceship like on the side. It took off with a younger audience, and we came with the Real Ghostbusters. I mean, there was Ghostbusters with the...
We're the Ghostbusters. I'm Spencer. He's Tracy. I'm Kong. We're clever, courageous, and strong.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Your skin has the creepies. You wonder what's happening. You're safe in our hands. We will take care of you. We're the Ghostbusters. Spirits.
Monkey. Fucking gorilla, why? I don't know. But yeah, so they called it the Real Ghostbusters to signify that. But anyways.
We were shown character sketches. And I was probably most shocked of all because my character came out blonde
I'm definitely the fat one, I know that.
And they tied in a lot of cool things. I mean, there was a lot of cool episodes I personally liked that were teaching me how to get into the paranormal or weird things like Cthulhu. Yeah, they got me into that. The Necronomicon, which is announced, and then he got me into Cthulhu. It was so awesome. Another cool episode I really enjoyed is when they went to Paris. Apparently the Eiffel Tower worked as a whole structure as a containment unit. I thought that was a really interesting idea. And they walked around, like the animation that part, I remember being like creeped out by some of the ghosts there.
Would you mind posing for a picture with my wife?
Of course not, but make sure you take me from my...
Really haunting and really cool. I mean, it was a kid, everything's amplified. But another one really cool that they linked with the original Ghostbusters movie is an episode called Citizen Ghost. And they picks up right where it left off at the end of Ghostbusters 1. Apparently with the ectoplasm and energy, whatever the hell it is, and they had to get rid of their suits and then got their new outfits. Stuff happened and it became life again. That was actually kind of neat. And of course, there's also the episode Take 2, where they want to make a movie about the Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, no, they're not here. That's right. They went to California to make a movie, and they didn't take me with them so I could answer your crummy call.
Paradox.
Here's the cast list: Murray, Aykroyd, and Ramis. What's that, a law firm? How's it look?
Well, it's in English.
Is that good or bad?
It's Inception. It's fucking Inception Ghostbusters, whatever. I fucking know. What was really neat I enjoyed about this is Janine was played out more than just a secretary sometimes. She was so fucking baller. She took down Sandman. The fucking Sandman by herself. In New York, she didn't take any of that shit. You know, fuck you. Producer notes came in and they said we need to change this. Janine's glasses are too pointy, made them circular, and they made her more of a mother figure. And they fucking dubbed down Winston, where he just was a driver, and it was just so fucking stupid.
But you were just too quick on the draw.
It's like the first half, when they had total control to do experimental things, be creative, it was really awesome. And then the last was just fucking stupid. Even really at the end was like Slimer and the real Ghostbusters, because, you know, fuck the Ghostbusters, we just got Slimer. A jackass the whole time, and then that's when I stopped watching, because like, well, this is stupid. So let's get into Ghostbusters 2. So that came right after in the thing. Yep. I personally enjoyed the movie. Watching it as a kid in the theater, I was more or less confused of what was going on. That was stupid. But after rewatching again recently, I like it a lot more. And I think it stands out. The only problem I have with Ghostbusters 2 is the fucking ending, man. This is so short and dumb. Vigo, to me, was a really intimidating enemy, because like they build off all this really cool like lore about him.
Vigo the Carpathian, born 1505, died 1610.
105 years old. He hung in there, didn't he? Didn't die of old age either. He was poisoned, stabbed, shot, hung, stretched, disemboweled, drawn, and quartered. Ouch. Just before his head died. His last words were, "Death is but a door, time is but a window, I'll be back."
You know, they got the river slime, which actually was kind of cool. But at the end, it was so anticlimactic. I mean, they get the Statue of Liberty, they walk down with a fucking NES advantage for some odd reason. And then the power of love. The power of love defeated him. He's like, oh my god, the power of love. And he comes out and he becomes Ray for like a couple seconds.
No! I, Ray and Vigo, shall rule the earth. Be gone, you pitiful half-men!
He's back in the painting, and they're painting. God damn it, it's so stupid. Yeah, I think it's actually aged very well. I think it's a lot better now from what I remembered it. So yeah, I take it with a grain of salt. It's sexy. That's sexy.
Beautiful.
That's really sexy. That's very sexy. That's good. That's good. And holy fuck, I've been talking a very long time. So I'm gonna cut it right here, and then we're gonna continue on to the next section. If you guys enjoy what I'm doing, please subscribe. I mean, I like anal sex like everybody else, so yeah, I mean, it's good. It's pretty good. If you guys want, if not, you know, subscribe to the cat. There's a beautiful little kitty right there. She's wonderful, you know, it's really good.